Sinkhole, a geographical wonder. It is a hole in the ground that forms when water dissolves a surface rock. The surface rock, such as the limestone, gets dissolved naturally by the groundwater. Caverns and underground spaces form as the rock dissolves, and eventually the cavern becomes big. When the land above cannot support anymore, the surface collapses, leading to the formation of the sinkhole. Some sinkholes even have their own unique ecosystems. The Great Blue Hole in Belize is perhaps one of the most popular sinkholes. It is part of the Belize Barrier Reef Reserve System, a UNESCO site, and is located in the center of an atoll called Lighthouse Reef. The clear blue water and the rich and diverse. The clear blue water and the rich and diverse marine life make it a favored diving spot among scuba dives. Formed off the coast of Belize during the Ice Age, the Great Blue Hole originally formed as a limestone cave. At this time, the sea levels were much lower when the ocean began to rise. It flooded the cave system, leading to its eventual collapse and the formation of the vertical cave in the ocean. Blue Hole of Dahab. At about 120 meters deep, the Blue Hole is a sinkhole in Dahab, Egypt, and lies on the coast of the Red Sea. Close to the surface, the hole is surrounded by corals and rich marine life. The Blue Hole drops straight down and is a famous diving destination, but it is also infamous for having claimed the lives of many divers. The reason for this is an archway located some 65 meters deep into the hole. This connects the sinkhole to the Red Sea and is also some of the main attraction of the divers. But sometimes divers miss the archway or get trapped here, losing direction and succumbing to narcosis. Montezuma Well, fed by 3 or 4 underwater vents or fissures. The Montezuma Well in Arizona, US is a limestone sinkhole. It is a natural sinkhole formed by the collapse of a limestone cavern some 11,000 years ago. The sinkhole has around 5.7 million liters of water flowing into it at a temperature of around 23.3 degrees Celsius every single day. The Montezuma Well also harbors a unique ecosystem. At least 5 species that have evolved here are endemic to the region and can be found nowhere else on the planet. Montezuma Well is fed by natural spring water. This water has been used for irrigation purposes as early as the 8th century. Many prehistoric groups also settled around the Montezuma Well. It is a sub-unit of Montezuma Castle and lies 11 miles away from it. The former is one of the best preserved prehistoric structures in the North America. But do not get confused by the name. Montezuma Castle is not a castle but a cliff dwelling. Early European settlers assumed that the structure was related to the Aztec emperor Montezuma II and thus gave it the name. But the structure was built by the Sinagua people. Dean's Blue Hole. At a depth of 203 meters, the Dean's Blue Hole in the Bahamas is one of the deepest water-filled sinkholes in the world. While the sinkhole has a diameter of 85 feet to 115 feet, the width of the hole expands as we go beneath the surface. Some 66 feet below the surface, the hole widens to a diameter of 330 feet. It is also a famous location for diving and snorkeling. The Cave of Swallows in Mexico is one of the largest pit caves in the world. The sinkhole gets its name for being home to thousands of birds. The birds have made a home for themselves in the holes along the limestone walls of the caves. Birds such as swallows, green parakeets, and white collared swifts are some of the avian species that have taken residence here. Tourists most often visit the cave to watch the birds fly out in the concentric circle as they come out of the cave's mouth at sunrise. At the depth of 1000 to 14 feet, the Cave of Swallows is also frequented by adventure enthusiasts who jump or rappel down the walls of the cave.